Zero Dark 30 is the story of the 10-year manhunt for Osama bin Laden, the mastermind behind the 9/11 attacks. The challenge for Zero Dark 30 was to capture in 2 hours the evolution and history of the manhunt. The immediacy of Zero Dark 30's production following the capturing and killing of Osama bin Laden poses a threat to historians by inviting the audience to accept that what was being shown was an accurate portrayal of the recent events. The rhetoric in the film's introduction states, "The following motion picture is based on first-hand accounts of actual events." This sets up the audience to accept Kathryn Bigelow and Mark Boal's story as authentic and true, when in fact it is an example of militainment because of its cinematic approach in telling the story of America's quest to track down and kill Osama bin Laden. Ben Bauer supports this claim when he states the controversy surrounding Zero Dark 30 is a prime example of the selective memory that plagues the press and our culture. For the most part, those attacking Kathryn Bigelow's latest masterpiece feel the movie masquerades fiction as truth. Bigelow and Boal were granted unprecedented access to classified information about the operation. Therefore, the film had the apparent White House, CIA, and Pentagon blessing, and despite its historical inaccuracies, it is now the closest thing to the official story behind the pursuit of bin Laden. Aspects of Zero Dark 30 allude to the theories of militainment and the interactive war that Roger Stoll talks about in his book, Militainment, Inc. Militainment is defined as entertainment with military themes in which the Department of Defense is celebrated. It can be argued that Zero Dark 30 is an example of militainment because it uses film as a tool to glorify and represent America's Department of Defense and their persistence in locating and eliminating the mastermind behind the 9/11 attacks. Steve Cole of the New York Review of Books states that Zero Dark 30 makes two choices. It aligns its methods with those of journalists and historians, and it appropriates drama, what remains the most undigested trauma in American national life during the last several decades. Zero Dark 30 demonstrates Stoll's theory of the interactive war with tropes like techno-fetishism and visual experiences similar to that of popular military video games. Stoll makes the claim that Americans are intrigued by military technology. He states that techno-fetishism entails the worship of high-tech weaponry. Zero Dark 30 exemplifies Stoll's theory in the second half of the film when the audience is introduced to the Navy SEAL Team 6. This scene here is a depiction of the CIA search team who discovered Osama bin Laden's courier by using a high-tech GPS locator in the streets of Pakistan. Other scenes from inside the CIA control room during the mission give the audience a deeper visual experience of the entire mission. From following the two stealth helicopters on radar screen to satellite GPS images of the compound itself, this high-tech imagery draws the audience in, making them feel that they have an understanding of the actual mission. The second half of Zero Dark 30 allows the audience to be wowed by American military equipment, while giving them a false feeling of personal relationship with the men who made up SEAL Team 6. The actors playing SEAL Team 6 are in awe by the sheer sleekness of the stealth helicopters used to breach the radar surveillance. This scene demonstrates two theories of the interactive war and techno-fetishism, because the audience is placed as a spectator observing these high-tech pieces of military equipment. From this point on, the film depicts these soldiers as strong, superior beings with one objective in mind. The audience is provided with a first-person view in night vision during the mission. This type of voyeurism draws the audience in, making them feel as if they were actually involved in the taking down of Osama bin Laden, when in fact they are safely sitting in front of a screen at a movie theater or at their home as spectators involved in Stoll's argument of the interactive war.